Are you depressed? Know how to overcome depression. Depression is a mental health disorder that affects millions of people around the world. It can affect your mood, thoughts, and behavior. Depression is a mental illness that causes an individual to feel sad, hopeless, and worthless. This can lead to not getting out of bed in the morning, having no appetite for anything, and a lack of interest in things one once enjoyed. It is important to know the signs of depression and seek help as soon as possible. But how to overcome depression? After watching this Gautama Buddha video, you will know what is depression and how to overcome depression. Watch full video for understand. This incident took place in the 5th century during the time of Mahatma Gautama Buddha. Aniruddha, a rich merchant, lived in a place called Kushinara. Aniruddha's business was copper utensils. His business was not going well within a few days. He lost all his business and became indebted to the royal treasury. He was spending his days in great sorrow. At that time, he started drinking and getting drunk due to his bad association. His wife left him at this critical time, taking her only son with her. Unable to bear the mental anguish, Aniruddha decided that he would commit suicide. One evening, he left home and climbed a nearby hill where the river flowed down the hill. He decided that he would commit suicide by jumping into the river from this hill. He was weeping loudly, remembered the old memories, and was slowly advancing towards the end of the hill. Mahatma Gautama Buddha was returning to the ashram from a distant village by a forest path on that hill. There were some disciples with him. When Buddha heard the sound of crying, he stopped. In the little darkness, he saw a man weeping, standing on the edge of the hill. Buddha, with his disciples, ran to the man, stopped him, and asked, "Where are you going?" Aniruddha said, "I don't want to live. My life is full of darkness. Now I have no choice but to commit suicide." Buddha said calmly, "Answer my 2 small questions before you finish yourself." Aniruddha said, "Tell me what you want to know." Buddha asked, "Why do you want to commit suicide?" Aniruddha sat down, crying, and said, "I have not had a single moment of happiness in my life. All my business is ruined. I am now indebted with a lot of money. My wife and children have left me. My life is now full of darkness. I do not want to live in this misery." Gautama Buddha asked again, "Now you have sorrow and darkness in your life. But are you sure that you had happiness, peace, and light in your life before?" Aniruddha said, "To be fair, I used to have a lot of money, so I was happy. I had family and friends with me. I felt like a king. I could enjoy whatever I wanted." Buddha said, "Oh friend, you do not know what the best happiness is in the life. I'll give you the best happiness in the world. Again you get many times more wealth than before." Aniruddha found the light of hope in the words of Gautama Buddha. He asked Buddha, "But how to get the best happiness in the world?" Buddha said, Now you go to home. Come to the ashram tomorrow morning. I will tell you what the best happiness is. Then Aniruddha stopped crying and returned home, while Buddha returned to the ashram with his disciples. Early the next morning, Aniruddha went to Buddha's ashram and found Buddha sitting under a huge tree. 4 disciples were sitting in front. The middle seat was empty. Buddha said, Aniruddha, you sit in the middle. Going to Buddha, he sat down in the middle seat. Buddha said, let me first introduce 4 of my favorite disciples to you. The one sitting in the east side of you is Priyambara. When he was a young man, he went to war as a warrior. In war, he lost both of his legs and one arm. Aniruddha noticed that Priyambara did not have 2 legs and 1 arm, but have only 1 arm. Buddha said, well, Aniruddha, would you tell the truth? Are you physically happier than Priyambara or in more trouble than him? Aniruddha said to Buddha, I am 100 times better physically and happier than Priyambara. Buddha said, well, now the name of the one who is sitting on your west side is Sankalpa. He has been his parents, 2 children and his wife die in front of his eyes due to an incurable disease. Sankalpa is completely alone in the family. Aniruddha, how much better are you than Sankalpa? Aniruddha became silent for a while and said, my father, mother, wife and son are still alive. Maybe they left me because they were dissatisfied with my actions and behavior. But I am sure that they still loved and cherished me. I am better than this loneliness of Sankalpa. Buddha smiled softly and said, now the person sitting to your north is Ujjanan. He was a merchant, 10 times richer than you. In his middle age, he lost his all wealth due to greed and lust and finally begged on the streets. He has to starve for a long time. Now that he is almost old, it is not possible for him to rebuild the business by correcting his mistakes. Aniruddha, are you in a worse situation than Ujjanan? Aniruddha bowed his head again, remained silent for a while, then said slowly, don't embarrass me with examples anymore. I realized my thinking was wrong. I still have much time to correct myself and re-establish myself in the business. 4 disciples and Buddha smiled. Buddha said, Aniruddha, if you ask these 4, how are you? Each of them will give you the same answer. I am much happier now than before. Aniruddha, just as night comes after day, so day will come after night. Change is the eternal truth of this world. Learn from the mountains. See how the mountains endure the sun and the storm and enjoy the soft night of spring and rain. We have to be such that we will not be happy even in extreme happiness. We will not be sad even in extreme sadness. Our feeling and mind must be steadfast. Analyze yourself. Find out what was wrong with your previous actions and correct those mistakes. Don't worry. Control yourself and your needs. You still have plenty of time to turn around. Your beloved ones will come back. because of your benevolent nature and good behaviors. In fact, we ourselves do not know what we want. We confuse our fantasies and needs in this life. If it is not fulfilled, we feel sad and worry day and night. Another complex disorder we have is comparing ourselves to others. If he has 100 hands of land, why should I have 80 hands of land? By comparing ourselves to others, we create complex numbers in our brains and run day and night. After that illusory imagination, we think we will be if we can achieve it. Even if it is achieved, new comparisons appears. The race starts again. After running all our life, we come to the last day of life and find that time is running out. Real happiness remains unseen. So don't compare yourself with others. If you have to compare yourself with those who have same problem, the problem will be solved in a moment. Happiness is neither outside nor inside us. Happiness is something we create through our thinking. How happy you are will depend on how accurate your thinking is. Look, some people sleep happily at night under the trees, while others do not get happiness even if they lie on the golden couch in the palace. They do not sleep, so you decide what makes you happy. And if you want to be happy forever, free your life from desire. Free yourself from attachment. You will see that what you have will seem much bigger. Seek the truth of life. You will be happy forever. Aniruddha fell at the feet of Mahatma Gautama Buddha. He felt the state of living the life for the first time. He said, Gurudev, you have opened my eyes. So far I have understood happiness means only money, family, desire and sexuality. I was blind. I do not understand what the real happiness is. What is the purpose of living the life? Today you easily explained it to me. Gurudev, make me your disciple. From today I will build a new life, live a new life, be happy forever. Friends, after hearing this, you must write the comment box how helpful this story for you. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more.